Hey guys, it's Neo again. This video is going to be focused on construction. Um, I'm trying to keep them shorter, but it's not really working out for me. I keep getting distracted and I tend to ramble. But for construction for war doesn't really matter until you're 25. Um, Sorry, my son's pulling my daughter's hair in the background. Uh, Construction doesn't really matter until you're 25. When you start unlocking the level 25 building, you get these little extra army boosts, such as defense. Before 25, yeah, your barracks is probably one of the important ones, but I wouldn't focus on too many barracks. I have two, and I only have two. I would have one, but I only have two because of I wanted the speed to be over 24 hours, so when I did get the 24-hour speed ups, I could use them. Um, I don't think there's much in the means for ever getting 3-day speed ups for troop training. It doesn't even have it in here. Um, so I haven't tried to get it up to 3 days, and hopefully I never will, because then I have to, delete stuff, and it would just take so long to recharge my army if I needed to recharge my army. I would never use the slider all the way. But right now, I just leave it training and go from there. But anyway, construction. The first thing you want to focus when you hit castle level 25. Your vault. It defends gold when you hit level 25. That's huge. Um, you don't have to focus too much on how much you protect because, like we keep saying, if you have excess resources, put them in the guild bank. This is on like near 18 hours a day. She's crazy active, much more active than me. I have other interests other than just the game, but she's dedicated. So focus your vault so you don't have to use the guild bank as much, and use the guild bank when you absolutely need to. Um, Also, a side note on the guild bank, I noticed some people were, and they've been talked to, they were taking out a lot more than they were putting in, leaving us short for other people on such as wood. When I destroyed 7-7, I put near 20 million wood that I had gathered from them into the guild bank, and it was gone within like 2 days. So try to replace what you're taking out. But we're not too harsh on it. Just wanted to make a side note of it. Um, as for the first thing you want to focus when construction, I said your vault, of course. Sorry, I'm distracted. The next thing is probably your workshop. Getting that third slot on your hero is big. It speeds up construction, speeds up research, and it adds a little bit of extra strength to your army. I'll go into a gear video later. Um, and if I miss anything, you guys just you ask me questions, and I'll make sure to answer them, either in the video or guild mail. It just depends on how in depth it is. But I figure getting ready for war is a good way to go. My next uh, construction you want to focus. You want to get all three of these buildings to level 25 eventually to unlock your tier 4 troops. The reason why is, yes, I can go ahead and go to research, but it requires Academy level 25. If you go to Academy level 25, here, I can just go. Oh, I thought it would bring me to the upgrade screen. If you go to Castle level 25, it needs Battle Hall level 25, Ultra level 25, which also needs your Prison to level 25, and your Trading Post to level 25. Infirmaries should be level 25 long before that. Castle, obviously. Watchtower and Vault should also be level 25 long before you get any of these to 25. And it's imperative that you try to work on that as fast as possible. When you're Castle 25, most of your gems should be going to getting these items. If you ever plan on getting tier 4 troops, if you're free to play, I wouldn't worry as much about it unless eventually you're gonna save up and get them. That's why you get the Trove. If you are a free-to-play, Trove is probably your first priority after you can unlock it. I would level it up to the max as soon as possible. Make sure you have your max balance in for 30 days every time it comes up. And if you plan on not spending a dime on this game, this is imperative. Put all your gems in here and you will get returns, massive returns. Right now, I've put 15,100 gems in. I'm getting a payout of 20,000, nearly 29,000, I mean, in 2 days. It's been in here for 30 days. It's a long wait. It's very tempting to withdraw it early and cancel it, leaving you with just that 15,000 gems or whatever you put into it. But it is very, very imperative that free-to-play do that so they can upgrade these. The first one I would upgrade is your Battle Hall. It's the most important one for war time. It's the most useful one that you're going to have, the most useful building. I was doing prison because I thought it was fun to capture enemies, but the war hall, being able to send rallies, large rallies, to stronger might players will become a huge part of the game when everyone has, nearly 1 million troops plus in their castle and are begging you to attack them so they can watch your troops melt. You'll want to get your coalition going and send troops at them. I used to think it was just 1 or 2 people needed the battle hall. Everyone should have the battle hall so we can do as big of rallies as possible at all times of the day. When you have a rally, speaking of this, and this is just a side note, the entire rally goes off of what you have in your military research, your talents and gear. The next building that isn't your rally that's most important is your barracks. Barracks opens up 25 infirmaries and 25 watchtower. The next most important is probably watchtower, just because there's one of them, and it reduces invading enemies' attack power. And then your next one is probably your infirmary, because you get army boost for every infirmary you have up to 25. And hold on, my son's annoying me. You get an army boost for HP for every level 25 infirmary you have. Plus, you definitely want the extra room in it for your troops. Mine's been a huge focus right now. We're getting money to put on the game this Friday, so I'm focusing this because I'm for convenience sake, so I can just put the gems in my battle hall and go train it higher. And then I'm going to focus on prison because you need prison to 25 to get your ultra to 25. And when your ultra is 25, you should be able to unlock the tier 4 troops. So that's my goal, is getting tier 4 troops. It doesn't have to be your goal, but your goals should be research right now and getting the gear for your troops and figuring out what you want to do with your army and your accounts. Research will be in the next video. Right now I'm still doing construction. Manners aren't that important to get to 25. It's great to have the training speed boost. It is great to have the army attack. But right now, I'm just going to get mine to 24. Because the gold hammers will get expensive if you're training a lot of these. And the army attack boost isn't that great when compared to your army health and defense. So I have 5 of these because at the time when I was building all these, or 6 of these, six infirmaries, because at the time when I was building the infirmaries, my army was a lot lower, and I just wanted to quickly boost the amount of wounded troops I could have for the battles we were taking. So I speed boosted these all up to 15s and 16s to get my army set. But starting out, you should have just one to start. Level up as high as you can. If your army passes how much it can hold, destroy a manor and build another one. And the more manors you have up, the faster your troop training will go. And I really need to level up my troop training speed, but I can't do that until I have room for more troops in my infirmary. I want at least 400,000 so I can have an entirely full army in case I want to go to war. I want to be able to heal up an entire army worth of troops, and I mean full army with the boost and everything I discussed last time, I believe, in the last video. Like I said, with between the troop garrison and the army speed boost, you can have nearly 400,000 troops. I want to be able to have a full army in there, so those are very important for military. Right now, most of these are lower level. I don't focus on them because I'm pay to play. If you're running out of resources and you can't afford to build the important buildings, focus these. And if it gets to that point, you should probably take a break from military research and even speed boost through some of the level 1 harvesting, because these give you the most. And worst comes to worst, if you need help, and if you can afford this, well, I guess you can do talent reset through the guild tree, the guild bank, the guild coins. If you can afford it and you're running out of resources, focus on one of these in your economy build. I used to focus on, I came down to training speed, and then tried to come down this tree and focus on squad health. But my tree was so spread out that I was wasting a ton of points. So now, after I got a negative talent, war and economy, I'll go into talents and gear in the next video though. Right now it's construction. See, I get sidetracked and it starts taking a longer time for the video. And I apologize for that. There's just so much to go through and so many things that are connected that it's crazy. I think I've gone through everything though. Familiars, I'll go through in a different video. They're not really important for military. They do have a couple of things, such as Trickstar has range attack, 3%, but you have to level them up. It takes a lot of time and a ton of resources to get to the familiars that will give you the good stuff, such as Trickstar. Magus is good to have. I'll get into a full familiar video in a different time, but familiars aren't that important until you have nothing else to do in your military tree. And if you're free to play and your military tree is taking a while, or if you're putting money on the game and want a speed boost, Monster Hunter is a good one to have. It's really worth it after you get Monster Hunter 4 to get into the energy, the extra energy. The MP advantage is nice. The damage boost is always good. But it takes a lot of time. You have to level up a lot of stuff. This probably took me about a month of game time that I could have been using to level up my military, and it left me really weak early on, which is why I've gone full military. And you guys have seen my battle logs to see how my military does. And it's nothing to be totally laughing at, but I'm far from a trap count, considering my might compared to my army strength. And you want to, the best way to play is probably being close as you can to a trap count to mislead enemies into thinking you are weaker than you actually are. You'll get more troop kills that way. But that's it for construction for right now. If you guys have any questions, get back to me. My next video is going to be on research. Sorry these videos are stretching out so long, but I'm like I said, I kind of go all over the place. I have ADHD, and it's hard to focus with two kids in the background. Um, but hopefully, I can get my son to focus on his snacks instead of interrupting me anymore. So, next video, research, and I'll see you guys soon.